Live.
G Live!
What
Hello
up?
everyone! Hello everyone, welcome back to G Live Game Night. We are your hosts, Willow and Dwayne. Tonight we're going to have our Play or Pass,
Ooh,
which
but not
is a
an
show,
ordinary player pass, no?
not an ordinary Play or Pass,
Ooh.
because some of the games that we have included during the Play or Pass, we were
Ooh.
able to play during All Aboard EXPO. So
Yes.
Uh, this is a great way to check out the games, especially
Mhm.
if you were not able to play during All Aboard Expo. Go check it out and give your our first impressions on these games so that you can check it out. If it's like, if it's a play for you, that means you and your friends are interested in this game, or it's a pass for you. So maybe this game is not for you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, that's basically it. This is a very light, fun game. Do not take our word. This is not gospel. Like if we say that a game is pass, I mean maybe it's a game for you. We just want to have like um a little mini game while we were checking out the new board games that are upcoming.
Yes.
Yes. And we do not have a question for the stream because the question is it a play or is it a pass? So if
Yeah.
it is a play for you, just type in play and then that name of the game or name
Hmm.
of the game, then play. Or if it's a pass for you, name of the game, then pass.
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, we are currently live on Facebook right now. So if you're watching on Facebook, please do share the stream to your friends and your family. Actually, I'm
Hmm.
going to do it right now.
I
We
just
are
did.
also we are also live on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get awesome content from us. And
Yes, man.
share natin. Sige,
Yeah,
well,
since we
we're
don't have
waiting.
a GL question of the stream, just say hi to us in chat if you're here and if you're excited to try out the games. To see the games that we tried out or haven't tried out. Most of the games I think were available nung GL Expo. But also for
Yes.
those, baka meron pa dito na people who are excited for Simon Expo, which is very, very soon. Maybe you're excited then. Let us know in the comments below. Say hi, hello, Dwayne, hello, Willow, and we're gonna talk. Excited to talk about games. It's been a while since we did a player pass, so yeah, excited to see the check out games with you guys.
Yes.
Kat Omanya is here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Uh, hope you enjoy the stream. Let's see games together. I think madami ka na try nung GL Expo. So let us know your comments in the games we're gonna be talking about today. Yeah.
Ayun. Sige. While we're waiting for more people to drop by to hang out with us, kamustahan muna tayo? How are you, Willow? How's the weekend?
Good. Oh, it's
Anong
good.
good?
Yeah. Hindi, I finished a thing for my wedding, but it's far away.
That's so
I can
exciting.
show you later. I'll show you at the end of the stream. But yeah, yun dun ako busy actually with a lot of I made a love letter for the wedding, which is nice, and it's soon gonna be all finished.
It's a
Yun
love
lang update ko.
letter to love
Reskin.
letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diba? It's so
The
cool.
How about you, Dwayne? What did you play this weekend? Did I play anything this weekend in a board game? I don't think I
We
played anything this weekend.
A
Yeah.
lot. Wait lang. So, Friday, we had the Mandalorian group. We played, we played Long Shot, the dice game.
Oh,
Yes, that was fun. Tapos yung mga party games, it's always nice to have party games.
yeah.
Uh I was able to play with Gab Katipunan, our Catan
Okay.
champ. We didn't play Catan because I don't want to fight against him. He's the champion, he's the reigning champ. So but we played a lot of party games. So if you're watching
Nice.
Gab, thank you for dropping by. and
My
hopefully
God.
we can play more board games in the future. Uh,
Nice.
Saturday, more board games with the podium group, and then Sunday we were able to play once again Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion.
Oh, I saw your post. Yeah.
After
Nice.
like 4 months of hiatus,
Nice.
sobrang hindi na namin naalala yung rules. Parang kami, wait, how do we play this? Pero once we remember the rules, parang,
Yeah,
we
it takes a
remember.
round.
It
For
takes,
heavier games like that na campaign like Jaws of the Lion or even like Sleeping Gods, I think it's gonna take a round and then you'll remember everything. Tapos maalala niyo lahat ng memories niyo. Tapos biglang, okay, let's go into the adventure again. Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Pero yeah, very excited about more board games. Next week, like what you said, it's Simon Expo in Bangkok.
Woo!
Haven't booked my flight yet, but I'm going, so
Yay!
really excited for that. Maybe we can do like a G Live Game Night show.
We shall, we shall.
Wow, international show na, 'di ba? Wait, we did an international show already because you were in Thailand one. Ako
Technically.
naman, it's
Yeah.
my it's
Switch.
my
Swap tayo,
turn.
swap. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll swap.
Pero yeah,
Yeah.
very excited, and a lot of Filipinos friends are going there. I believe Kat is going, Mark is going,
Yeah.
Jones. A lot of, because this is the closest big board game convention, and it's not just Simon there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of publishers, designers going there. It's being branded as the SN or the Gen Con of Asia. So I'm very,
Aw,
very excited about that.
that's fun.
Um,
Yeah. Excited for you guys to be there. But magkwentuhan tayo for sure in the live streams. If you can live stream, post when you can. We'll talk
oh
about
yeah,
it in GL
definitely.
community. Like where we're gonna be getting the games we're gonna be talking about today. It's in GL community. We made put up a poll and we asked you guys what games you guys wanna do a player pass on. So if you're here or ngayon nyo lang narinig to, you guys can join GL community and vote or add games there. But we're gonna go and check games according to the highest percentage of votes, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. And first on our list with 20% of the votes is Dune Imperium Uprising.
Ooh. I've
Yeah,
heard
it's
really
Dune
good things about
Imperium.
Dune Imperium Uprising.
Yeah. Dune Imperium Uprising is the third expansion of the well-loved game Dune Imperium. So after Imperium Rise of X and Dune Imperium Immortality, we have Dune Imperium Uprising. Medyo mouthful ang daming syllables sa game na 'to. Pero yeah, very excited about this kasi on top of the game, it's the third expansion. Dune, the movie, will be showing, is it this year, November, or next year na? Pero sometime soon, we'll
Yeah,
be
soon.
we'll be watching it.
But
Okay.
yeah, this one's an exciting. Sige, let's watch the unboxing or the video and then let's talk about the game after.
Hey everybody, it's Matt from Direwolf here, and with Dune Imperium Uprising on the way, we're going to be answering the question that every good Benny Gesserit sister is asking: what's in the box?
What's in the
What's in
box?
the
Let's take a look. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the first thing in the box is in fact the rule book.
Okay.
To tell you everything you need to know about what's coming in Dune Imperium Uprising. There's also a couple of additional rules references in here. There's a board space guide that shows off some specific rules and FAQ style answers to how each space on the board works.
Nice.
There are rules for solo and
Ooh.
two-player games that we'll be talking about more a little bit later in the pre-order period. And of course, one of the big features coming in Uprising, 6-player games.
That's
And how those
nice.
work. There are also some
6
additional components for
players.
6-player games.
So
that
now
we
it's
will take a look
1
at
to
a little bit
6
today.
with this.
And a
box.
reminder to get Dune Imperium Digital, which is currently available for wishlisting
Nice.
on Steam.
That's
All right,
crazy.
here we go. Let's take a look at the game board. So one of the big things you'll notice is for the first time, a Dune Imperium game board is in fact double-sided.
Ooh.
Double-sided.
That's to support the 6-player mode
Okay,
coming
gets.
in
So they
here,
went with
along
the
with a
scythe
couple of
route.
additional sideboards that go into 6-player mode and some
Because you need
additional tokens.
more action spaces with
More
6 players.
spaces. Yeah.
Then, of course, we've got the leaders. All 9 leaders that are
Our
new in
leaders.
Uprising. Leading off with Muad'Dib. We've got some cards. What do we got here?
So many
More
cards.
Starter decks. Then down here, we get into the 6-player starter decks with unique starter decks for both Paul and the Emperor. Then the new cards for the Imperium. Prepare the Way, always available, and The Spice Must Flow, making a return. 69 new cards available for the Imperium row.
New cards.
To bring all of your strategies to fruition.
Nice.
We've got a bunch of components. We've got the individual player colors. We've got Solari, Spice, and Water. We've also got some new components that are for use in 6-player mode where Paul, Muad'Dib, and the Emperor have their own components that go into sending agents. Then we've got the worms. Worm meeples. And these really nice worm sculpts, depending on whether or not you want to be playing with the Deluxe Upgrade Pack. Here we've got a set of contract tiles.
Contract tiles.
If you haven't seen the design diary on contracts and how those work, you should check that out. It's one of the really exciting new parts of Uprising.
Nice.
In here, we've got Maker Hooks and Faction Alliance tokens. Maker Hooks, you'll need to go and collect one of these in order to start summoning sandworms. But in order to bring the sandworms into battle, in some battles, you'll need to have blown up the shield wall, which then will give you access. There's a first player marker.
A lot of more stuff.
A lot of new stuff.
Yeah. We have John Dominic saying it. I believe it's 1 to 4 players and a 3v3. Ooh,
unexpected allies. Spend 2 water.
3v3.
Blow the shield wall and summon a worm. Pretty good.
3v3.
A bunch of new intrigue cards on the way. And a whole new set of conflicts. So the same Conflict 1, Conflict 2, Conflict 3 system that you've seen before in Dune Imperium is now here. Finally, we've got some objective cards that you'll start the game with one of these, and they will pair with the icons on other conflict cards that you win to provide additional victory points. Finally, the last things we have in the box are support for solo and 2-player mode. We'll have more to come on that, including unique leader adaptations for play with House Hagal, and an updated House Hagal deck itself.
For solo.
So that's what we've got. Dune Imperium Uprising is available for pre-order now and will be in your friendly local game store coming in November. Be sure to check it out.
Nice. It looks like a... Okay, let's talk about Dune Imperium. I guess you've played it more than me, for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I have played it a couple of times. And what's nice about this, so this is the first time I'm reading about this, but I'm saving my first impression about Dune Imperium Uprising. It is a standalone expansion. So that means if you don't, even if you don't have the original Dune Imperium, you can play with this game. And the 6-player mode pits 2 teams against each other. So as John Dominic mentioned a while ago, it's 3v3. And it's exciting because with 3v3, parang normally kasi with more players, the turn will become longer.
Yeah.
Kasi parang you and then you wait for 5 turns and then your turn. Now it's like you have your teammates and then you're fighting team versus team.
Nice.
Ganda ng components,
Cool,
so,
I mean, from what I know, like Rise of X and the other one. What's the other one?
Immortality.
Immortality. They won awards sa Dice Tower, which are really good, and I believe na there is a big community or may daming fans yung Dune Imperium game, and this is just more. And this includes that 6-player model, that solo mode, that 2-player mode. honestly, it feels like when I was so in love with viticulture, and they kept adding more and more add the cooperative mode now. So yeah, very nice additional stuff to Dune Imperium, just the game. If you're a fan of Dune Imperium, let us know in the comments below what you feel about this expansion. And if you're here watching, since it's a player pass, please put in play dash Dune Imperium uprising, or if it's a pass for you, put in pass Dune Imperium uprising. We're gonna end for the people who just are experiencing player pass for the first time. We're gonna end the stream with a photo na may play and may pass, and we'll put the games in there, and we'll post that in GL community, and we'll discuss more there if you guys are interested. Yeah, but yeah, cool.
I just want to note that Mr. Beast
Oh
joined
yeah,
yeah. So he plays Dune Imperium. And that's nice na
yeah,
parang we're getting that spotlight on board gaming.
yeah. He didn't only play; he won the tournament. I believe
Yes.
he won this tournament. I watched some vlog of him winning this tournament. He won 10,000, I think.
Ten thousand ten thousand
Yeah,
dollars that I'm
yeah,
sure he will just give it away
yeah.
for
He's
the
just gonna.
last
I think he's
person
just gonna
touching
give
a
it away.
car
Yeah,
or touching Dune Imperium box.
yeah. But very cool, no? It's
Very, very cool.
he loves. I said, I think in the interview he said he really loves strategy games. So parang this one's a no brainer for him to try. Tas he's a fan of the lore. Kaya when he tried this, sobrang na in love siya dun sa game. So yeah, nice. Sense. Dune Imperium Uprising. Let us know in the comments if it's a play or a pass for you. Me, honestly, I have not played Dune Imperium. That's why I asked Dwayne for yung comments niya. But this looks like a good addition. I'm a big fan of games that let you play from various number of players from 1 to 6 in different styles. And this one feels like it's that kind of expansion. Na okay, 1 to 4 you can play it, 2 players you can play it, solo mode you can play it, tapos 6 players na 3v3. Very nice. I love that. Yeah. So
Yes.
this, even without playing the game, I've heard of the game a lot of times. Even without playing the game, this expansion I think for me is a play. I'm just sharing with everyone. Yeah. But yeah. How about you, Dwayne? Just play or
Yes.
pass for this? I know it's a play for you.
It is a play for me, yeah. I like the game, the original game. I played with the first expansion, Rise of X. I haven't played with the second expansion, Immortality,
Nice.
because I haven't even opened our copy. Kasi yun nga, we had that 4-month hiatus with my
Mm-hmm.
neighbor game group. But
Nice.
now maybe we can try out the Imperium Rise of X. And then another one, I really like yung flexibility that you can play a solo mode,
Yeah.
two-player mode, six-player mode. So it is versatile.
Yeah.
Yes. Ang
Yeah.
ano naman doon, ang downside is sometimes there are games that are parang pilit, like they're forcing
Oh yeah.
having
Yeah.
a solo mode or a six-player mode. So, pero first impressions are like mukha namang they're able to um masterfully uh include those types of modes.
Yeah. So let us know in the chat if you think it's a play or a pass. Danilin is here. Welcome to the stream. Sabi niya, hi guys, good evening. Welcome to the stream, Danilin. Thank you for dropping by. Do you have any comments about Dune Imperium Uprising? Let us know. Yeah. So right now we're gonna put it again. Let's leave it in the middle so we can check out the next game. I think the next game that we're checking is
The next day game that we are checking is Apiary from Stone Meyer Game
ooh, this one I know a lot of people tried during GLX All Aboard EXPO.
Expo. Yeah.
And from what I've heard, I mean, it looks very interesting for me. Na parang the tech tree, Stone Meyer
It's
board and everything. It looks really
It's
cool.
space themed bees. It's worker bee placement. So I
Yeah.
like that. Sige,
Mhm.
let's go. Sige, while waiting for people to vote on Dune Imperium Uprising, let's go check out this teaser trailer from Stone Meyer Games.
Yeah. This one I didn't try in All Aboard EXPO. Uh, I think my screen is sharing doing.
Oops.
Is a
Wait
worker
lang.
placement game with 6 unique
Let's do it
locations to
again.
place workers.
Again. Yeah,
Let's do it again.
there you go.
Post humanity on Earth. In an evolutionary twist, honeybees gained sentience and intelligence over the span of untold generations. The Mellifera, as they call themselves, grew in size and technological prowess, contributing to each new planet's ecosystem as they travel the stars. Apiary is a worker placement game with 6 unique locations to place workers. The Mellifera gather resources by maneuvering the shared queenship to explored and uncharted planets, leaving each ecosystem better than when they arrive. They can convert those resources to wax and honey and teach new conversions through memorable dances. Use the resources to enhance their ship with farms, recruits, and developments. Build towards the prestige of carvings and research. And eventually hibernate as they await the next dearth. Mellifera's factions compete for victory, but they never block each other. Workers bump each other from actions, with the bumped worker increasing in strength. Each of the 20 asymmetric factions is randomly paired with one of 5 unique hives, presenting a different spatial and strategic puzzle during the flow. Apiary also features 20 worker miniatures and a queenship miniature, 129 tiles, 45 seed cards, 15 planet tiles, over 100 custom wooden resource tokens, and a robust solo mode including 14 cards and a special docking mat. Apiary is a 1 to 5 player, medium weight, competitive worker placement game designed by Connie Vogelman and illustrated by Kwanchai Moria. Take to the stars for 60 to 90 minutes in late 2023.
Ooh.
Yes, so that's Apiary from Stone Meyer Games, designed by Connie Vogelman and art by Kwanchai Moria. Beautiful game.
Yeah.
Uh, Unfortunately, I was not able to play this game during All Aboard Expo.
Same with me, but I've watched a lot of people play, and lagi pag dumadaan ako doon, tinatanong ko sila, how is it? How is it? People are saying like, it's really good. It's really good. Looked at it. Honestly, hindi siya. I don't. It didn't draw me to play when just looking at the
Mm.
board. Pero parang now that you know about the game, na worker placement siya, hive building with a lot of spots where you can do different things. Parang I feel like it's a game for me. Pero hindi lang ako I guess hindi ako na-draw masyado into the queen bee theme. But very cool.
Fair
Um
naman.
yeah. Did anyone in chat play Apiary in Expo? I believe a lot of people bought Apiary nung 3 days.
Oh yeah, that's another thing na parang one of the special things that we were able to do during All Aboard Expo because we're good friends with Stone Meyer Games
Yeah.
is that we had early release for Apiary.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the few, actually madami nakabili. I know a couple of
One of
friends were able
the
to buy.
18 people.
Yeah, and there are other friends na per asking na parang, meron pa ba? Parang sabi ko, I can neither confirm nor deny kasi late November pa yung release.
Yeah.
So, if we still have wink wink copies of this game, we cannot release it until late November. And so for those who were able to get, tara laro tayo. Let's play APR so that I could get more um experience about this game.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wait lang. Ano pa ba? I like that it's a worker placement game. I like the art. I like the components. I like that there's so much variety that you can play. Kasi the starting map different,
Yeah,
then yung add-ons that you can put while you're developing your board, all different. So that's nice.
yeah. But yeah, and also the way workers are played, tapos nababump off to get a stronger worker. It's a very interesting mechanic. I personally, pag worker placement lalo na, I would love to experience it before saying if it's for me. But just those components together na parang uh different ways of playing, uh tapos may mothership na you guys all move together with the bumping mechanic for the worker placement. It really sounds interesting. So this one I would still try. I would play. So this one's gonna be a play for me. Hindi ako magpapass if someone's willing to teach. Yeah, but yeah, that's my opinion.
Sige. For me, also play. For all the reasons I mentioned a while ago.
Yeah, nice. We
Tapos,
do have a
I think,
comment. Go ahead.
sige, comment from John Dominic.
Yep. Sabi niya, DI Uprising is a play for me. I love the leaders here as well. Hoping they make a Freeman leader in the future. Ooh, is the leaders new for Uprising or more
So,
leaders?
more leaders.
Okay.
So with the original Dune Imperium, you'll be able to play as Timothy Chalamet's character or Jason
Or
Momoa's
Zendaya.
character,
No.
yeah. Or wala pa si Zendaya sa first
Okay.
or si pangalan niya anyway, so you that's nice na. And then more leaders with more expansions. So,
Nice.
ang what's nice about it is you can mix and match yung mga characters. It raises the replayability kasi parang, hindi ko pa natagamit na character na to. So, I can use it.
I know it's one comment, but it's 3-0 currently. So we're gonna put Dune
Baka
Uprising in play.
nasasay yung mga tao ngayon na
Yeah,
mag-comment.
guys, just let us know. It's okay if it's a pass for you. Meron din
Yeah,
man
this is
pass
a
for
safe
people.
space.
Yep. Sin is here. Welcome. Good evening. Thank you for dropping by. Let us know if you have comments on APRE or Dune Imperium Uprising, or even just Dune Imperium, the game itself, the base game. No? Let us know. But yeah, APRE, play for me. I would play it. Dwayne would play it also. But
Oh, yeah,
let's wait for
definitely.
more comments. So, ano. Hindi lang namin nalaro yung ibang games, guys, kasi ang dami rin namin ibang nilaro
Ang
during the
dami.
expo. Yeah. Especially me, I was focused on Match Tales to Amaze, and that's
That is
over the
amazing.
top play. Over the top play for me. So, yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and check out the next game, but just so you guys know, we're waiting for votes for APRE. If you guys have comments on that or just
Yeah.
thoughts, just let us know.
Don't be shy. Come
Do not be
tell
shy.
us what you think about Dune Imperium. Kahit na we put it in play, you can still have your opinion about the game, and we would love to hear it. APR also, if you were able to play this game during All Aboard Expo, please let us know. Kasi
Yeah.
I think you have the best parang opinion about it kasi you played the game already.
Yeah, one reason also na we weren't able to play it kasi I don't think there was a moment na walang naglaro ng APRE in Expo.
Maybe like Friday.
Yeah. It
The first
wasn't
day.
open when we were when we were looking for a table. Kaya hindi rin namin na-try ni Dwayne. But yeah. Yeah.
Sige. We're moving on to our next game that we're going to check out. Actually, kung walang nagvo-vote, okay lang naman. And we're just gonna
Yeah.
give our opinion so that
We'll
we
just
can
check.
check out more games. Yeah, diba? Okay, the next game that we're going to check out is the White Castle from De Vere.
Ooh, I've seen a lot of people play this and a lot of
Yes.
people loving this game. So
Shout out to Julius, our game coach na siya talaga tinutukan niya tong game. He
yeah,
studied the game and then whole 2 days or 3 days he was like teaching the game.
yep.
So much so that's funny kasi the White Castle is already available for pre-order. Tapos sabi sa akin ni Julius, he wants to pre-order kasi he loved the game. Tapos naubusan na siya. Sabi ko, masyado mong ginalingan, Julius. Nag-pre-order yung mga tao. Pero we're gonna get more copies of this game. And if you like it, let us know in the comments. So let's check out this short trailer. It's Portuguese. Wait lang. It's Portuguese. Wait, hanap tayo ng...
Go ahead. Hanap ka muna. But let's read comments. Sabi ni Ivan, API definitely a play for me. Were you able to try it in Expo, Ivan? Maybe, na-try mo ba? Or let us know what your thoughts are on the game. Kung may close to certain games. Yeah. We can do the Brother Smurf overview if you want.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. An ad
Create a
for
fun and easy
Nutella.
breakfast with
Yeah,
Nutella.
sarap, Nutella. I also get that.
An ad
Al-
for
I also get that. YouTube's very.
What's happening?
White Castle
full
players
of
will take
ads,
on the
man.
role of
There you
leaders
go.
of their clan who are vying for position in the court of the White Heron. On a player's turn, they will draft the die from the end of one of the 3 bridges. They will then place that die onto one of the action spots in the main board or onto their player board. If placed on a gray space, the die can be of any color, though some spaces require a specific color. All of the spaces also have pip values. If you place a die of a higher value than the one on the space, you will gain coins equal to the difference. If you place a die with a lower value than the space, you must pay the difference in coins. The dice
Ooh,
placement spaces
okay.
inside the castle don't have a die color rule, but what color die you do place there will determine which actions you can take on the card next to the die. For instance, if you put a black die here, you would get to do these 2 actions in either order. If you put a white die, you would get to do this 1 action. And note that these cards can change throughout the game, so these actions may change.
Oh.
Many of the actions will give you the 4 main resources: food, iron, mother of pearl, and daimyo seals. One of the best way to gain resources is to place a die on your personal board. You will gain all of the resources showing in the row of your die, and you will get to activate the appropriate row of the card next to these rows as well. Many spaces will also allow you to do the 3 principal actions: gardener, courtier, and warrior. These relate to the 3 kinds of workers you have on your
Oh,
personal
that's so
board.
cute.
When you
Aw.
take the gardener action, you will place your leftmost gardener onto one of the spaces next to the bridges. These spaces will cost food to go there, and then you will carry out the action on the space you placed your gardener. These spaces are also worth points at the end of the game. When you do the courtier action, you may pay 2 coins to place your leftmost courtier at the gate of the castle. And then you may spend Mother of Pearls to take one of your courtiers at the gate or in the castle and move them up. If your courtier ends their movement on the 2nd or 3rd floor, they will gain the card there and then replace the card on their personal board with this new card.
Oh.
The old card will get flipped over and added to your lantern row. Then a new card is placed in the castle.
That's
If
so
your courtier
cool.
ends their movement on the top floor, they will get to do the lantern action, which we'll talk about in a bit. You will then place your courtier on one of the spaces on the card and gain the bonus. Spaces in the castle are all worth points at the end of the game. The last principal action is placing a warrior into the training yard. Doing so will cost iron, and you will place your leftmost warrior into one of the yards and do the actions shown there. At the end of the
Okay.
game, warriors in the yard will score points for however many courtiers you have in the castle. Another action you will often see is the Passage of Time action. When you do this action, you will
The
move your influence
green?
marker up on the Passage of Time track. This will determine the turn order from the next round and is worth endgame points for how far you reached. The last main action you will see is the Lantern action. Whenever you take this action, you will gain all of the benefits from your lantern row on your personal board. Once all
Nice.
players have taken 3
Engine.
turns, the round will end. The new turn order is determined by the influence track, and then any gardeners that are below a bridge that still has at least 1 die on it will get to activate their cards again. Then the round will reset and play continues. At the end of the 3rd round, the game will end. That's right, you only get 9 turns,
3
so you better
rounds?
put together some awesome combos to do as much as possible.
Yeah,
Players will
normally,
gain endgame points for
it's
their
short.
leftover resources, for the Passage of Time track, and then they'll score their 3 kinds of clan members. And at the end of the game, the player with the most points will win.
That's awesome.
That is
Uh,
awesome.
It just the explanation itself. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Brother Smurf. Yeah, the White Castle from De Vere. It is the spiritual successor of the Red Cathedral. Same designer, Ishra C and Shay S, and same publisher.
Nice. This mas nafi-feel ko yung game na to kasi sa Red Cathedral. Does that make sense?
Really?
Parang yeah, I feel like it's more I guess yung theme more
Ah,
known sa
uh,
akin yung
the
Japanese with the yeah
Japanese.
kesa sa Red Cathedral. Very interesting. I like the dice placement. I love dice placement. But interesting yung ginawa nilang color and number.
Number.
You get bonuses or you need to pay for. One dice placement game I really love is Rajas of the Ganges.
Oh yeah,
So parang
definitely.
this one is really nice. Tapos may engine building pa on top of that. May worker placement on top of that. And being the game forces you to be efficient to win in 3 rounds, 9 turns. Nice.
Three
I like
rounds,
it.
9 turns. That's it.
Very interesting. Kaya pala, I thought it was a heavier Euro game. I know madami siyang combos and madaming pwedeng mangyari sa kanya, but that's why I parang narinig ko nung nilalaro nila Julius and the table was it's a it's a it's a really thinky pero quick game. So
Yes.
yeah, nice. I
What I
like a
like
lot
about it
of
as
things.
well is it comes in a small box.
Mm-hmm.
So for the weight of the game, it's in a small box.
Yeah,
Same size lang ng uh maybe
point
probably
salad,
smaller than Hindi, bigger than Point Salad.
bigger.
Maybe
Okay,
maybe smaller than Splendor.
okay. It's
That
reasonable
small.
box. Yeah.
It is a reasonable box. And the Veer games have been like hitting it out of the park with like mga worker placement games and yung
Yeah.
mga with the weight and the price point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Yeah. Plus,
Uh
even the presentation with the bridges being 3D, the hierarchy being like that, the cards flipping, turning into lanterns. Ganda ng presentation.
maganda, maganda nga. Okay, let's check out a couple of comments
Good.
from the game a while ago. We have Apiary, definitely a
Okay.
play for me. Sadly, I was
Ganda po.
busy, so I wasn't able to go to Expo, but I love worker placement games. Well, don't worry about that because you can definitely visit any all aboard with lang. I'm not sure kung available na ang apiary for demo kasi it might be parang bawal
Sorry.
pa. We have to wait until November when it's released worldwide. Worldwide? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Kasabay that.
Pero other games like for example, The White Castle, you can definitely play it. And the other games like uh ano pa ba? Expeditions, Nucleum, visit All Aboard XP so that you can experience these games. And maganda yun kasi you can really get to play and try the game before you buy.
Yeah. I agree.
We have here a
We
question, Gabby Domingo. Too bad I missed Expo. When is the similar convention? I think the closest one would be Simon Expo in Bangkok. Tara,
yeah. Yeah.
next week
Or
ngayon, next weekend.
yeah, or if you just want to try the games that was presented nung sa expo, you can try them in the All Aboard XPs, like Twin said
Yes.
a while ago. Ivan also said actually small box is really a plus for the mechanics it has. Yeah, I like small box games also for the mechanics. Uh, so yeah, uh, play Apiary, play White Castle, play Dune Imperium. we're we're just gonna put that play.
Well, wala naman nagsasabi ng pass eh. And
Yeah,
so far, we
they're
really,
really good games.
yeah, so we're not parang we're honest about our
Yeah,
comments. We like it. I, I'm even surprised with Willow kasi he is not really a heavy gamer. Uh Parang,
I,
yay!
yeah,
Hello.
it's not heavy. It's not too heavy na masyadong madaming convoluted stuff. This one seems reasonable. Like the
Mm.
right weight, uh above my usual gaming ano. I can play heavy games, guys. May mga ano lang talaga kailangan akong pilitan to play heavy games. But yes. Yeah. Next game we're gonna check out.
Next game that we're going to check out is and since we like yung presentations ng The Brother Smurf a while ago, let's share this.
Which one are we watching? Sorry. What?
Nucleum.
Nucleum. Okay.
Yan. Nucleum. Another game that we were able to play demo during All Aboard Expo. And if you want to try this out, you can check it out in All Aboard XP.
Yeah.
Sige.
And you are
Let's go.
industrialists working in the booming energy industry of Saxony fueled by nuclear energy. Players will take turns back and forth until the endgame conditions are met. There are 5 endgame conditions, and the game will end when 2 of them or 3 of them in a 2-player game are met. On your turn, you may do one of 3 things. You may play an action tile to the top of your board and do both actions in either order. This also allows you to fulfill a contract. You may play an action tile down onto the board and you will do any actions that match colors. For instance, this orange and green both match the cities next to them, so you will do both of these actions. These
Okay.
matches may come from cities or other action tiles on that link. The last thing you may do is recharge, where you will gain income, spend achievements to gain milestone markers, and gain back your action tiles. Before we talk about the actions, let's quickly talk about networks. Some actions specify that they must be done in one of your networks. Your networks are made up of buildings in cities and railways that you own. And the size of that network is
it
how many
feels like
cities are
brass.
in that network. So if I had a building in this city and nothing else, this is a network of 1. Also, if I had a railway connected to that city, this is also a network of 1, even if I didn't have a building in there. In this case, I would have a network of 2, as this railway connects to 2 cities. If there are multiple tracks in between a city, your network continues to the next city as long as you own at least one of those railways. And note that you are allowed to have multiple networks. Okay, now let's talk about these actions. The actions work in the same way whether you're doing them as a result of a railway color match or by putting them on top of your board. The urbanize action is how you build your buildings. You will pay the cost in the row of the building you want to build, and you will place it on an open building space in one of your networks. Note that some spaces can only take certain kinds of building, either housing, factories, or laboratories. Anything can go in these red spaces, but they cost 2 extra dollars. The industrialize action is how you put out your uranium mines and your turbines. You will pay the cost in workers shown next to the row you want to build from, and then you'll place the mine in a hexagonal space in your network, or the turbine in a circle space in your network. When you place a mine, you will immediately gain 1 uranium per mine you have on the board, in this case 2. These uranium may go onto any of your mines. The turbines are used during the energize action. Building turbines also gives you access to these bonuses, which are also used during the energize action. The develop action is how you gain new action tiles. You may buy 2 action tiles from the market, paying the cost in dollars beneath the tile. Note that the second tile you buy costs an additional $2, and then these go into your supply of tiles. The contract action is how you gain new contracts. When you do this action, you will choose either a silver or gold contract and place it next to your board here, immediately gaining the reward next to it. Remember that you may only fulfill a contract during a turn where you place a tile above your board. You will then gain the rewards at the bottom and then place it above your board here. Note that you may not reserve these purple contracts, but you may still complete them in the same way. You have to race for these ones. The last action is the energize action. This is how you bring power to your buildings, flipping them to their energized side, which are now worth endgame points. To do this, you will need to bring supply, either uranium.
Yeah. It is a lot.
It is a lot.
It is a lot.
From that lang and watching it played nung All Aboard Expo. Yeah, it's feels like brass.
It feels like brass so hard.
Yeah.
With the flipping of the tiles to the energized side,
The
to
connections.
the networks,
Yeah.
to everything. And I just played brass over the weekend. Parang it just hit me na this feels like brass.
Yeah. I've played brass a long time ago, and Okay lang. I'm not a big fan. Sorry for everyone. Yung mga brass fans and nagpatap ng brass. And I feel the same, I think, with this. This is gonna be my first pass tonight. I know there's a lot of hype dun sa Nucleum. And maybe it's just me, but hindi ko masyado, I guess it's the theme plus the this does something, that does something, does something. There are games that I love those. Pero for me, parang hindi lang siya masyado ano dito. So,
Fair
yeah.
naman.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, so
heavier also. That's why.
it is. It
It's
is
a
a
Euro game.
new, exciting, heavy Euro game from Simone Luciani and David Tursi. I think ano ba yung mga under their belt? Barrage,
30.
Solkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ang daming like heavy games talaga, as in heavy games.
Yeah. I
Yes.
love combos, and when you do certain actions that does other actions pero parang dito it's, or I'm not just into the theme, that's why I feel like it's all disconnected or not too connected to each other yung mga nangyayaring combos
Yeah,
sa,
it's
but
it's
yeah.
fair naman kasi nga again, uh what do you call that? It is really a heavy game. The Tapos I am sure that there are a lot of people that are excited about this because parang we 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 have different kinds of gamers and we have different kinds
Yeah.
of games for different kinds of gamers. So if you're a heavy gamer, this would be perfect for you. Ako, I am now slowly leaning more into medyo lighter games na rin ako.
Yeah.
Um, I am not a fan of the art.
Yeah,
Masyado
yan din siguro.
yellows and orange.
Orange.
Parang, and dark.
Instead of the browns, they turned it into greens. Siguro to make it pop more, not brown Euro game. But I still feel the same about it, I guess.
Although I like yung the board na meron kang slots for your action tokens. I like
Mm-hmm.
action tokens kasi yun na yung parang you can put it either on the board and then yun na yung ano mo, yung connections or you can
Yeah.
activate it. Tapos meron rin siya yung sa left side ng board na may nagsa-slide siya.
Yeah.
Really nice. Pero I am going to pass as well. Oh my
I'm
god.
madami akong like games, heavy games then, but I when I tend to buy or play heavier games, I always take into account like the teaching, the setup, and the teardown. And hindi ako masyado fan. It might be easier first for some of you, but hindi ako masyado fan the way Nucleum looks. Parang setup pa lang feeling ko I already will take like 30 minutes on doing it, you know?
Yeah, pero again nga, this is nothing against the game. This is nothing against the people who love this game. Pero yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Sabi ni
so
Ivan says the theme. Sabi niya, I like heavy games, but it feels like a lot is happening. Haha. And sabi niya, the theme is not for me personally. So it's a pass for Ivan. Sabi naman ni Kenrick, play better than Braz. I would feel, you know what? Honestly, I do feel like it is better than Braz. That's my honest take. Kasi nakikita ko yung
on
combos.
unpopular opinion, I don't think Brass is deserving of the top slot
I
ng
would I
best
would
board
say the
game.
same. Ako din. Ako din.
Whoa, controversial!
Sorry. Pero this feels like an upgrade from Brass. And I think I would rather play this than Brass. I've played Brass a long time ago. I did not play it again because of reasons. But this one I would still give it a try. But yeah,
I would definitely play this at least once.
at least once. Then at least once.
Yes. And then so that
Uh,
I could formulate a strong, parang like a solid opinion.
yeah, sure,
This is just
same.
all first impression. So I could be
Yeah.
swayed. Di ba parang, oh my God. Sabi nga ni Kendrick, better than Brass.
So currently it's a pass. Thank you for voting, Kenrick. Also, Ivan. But currently it's our first pass for tonight. And let us know if you have thoughts on it when if you
Yeah,
played
or
it
like
in
strong
Expo.
opinions na parang
Yeah,
what the hell, bakit pass ang game? We have had those opinions before. Parang what pass itong game na to? Tapos
yeah.
parang people are discussing it, and that's nice that people are discussing what they like and don't like about the game. Uh,
I
okay.
would play Nucleum if everyone knows how to play. There's gonna be a person teaching, and like I have to sit down, tas parang spoon feed lang sa akin lahat ng thoughts, and then
Spoon feed
diretso
talaga.
play na. Hindi
Yeah.
na ako masyado nag-ano na I'll learn about it and everything. Yeah, lalo na heavier games. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, next game.
I think we can fit in one more game.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. The next game is Ezra and Nehemiah. This is from Garfield Games. Wait,
Ooh, this
make sure
one's
na nalipat ko. Yeah, there you go. And then make it big. Ang ganda ng videos ng The Brothers Smurf.
yep.
Yan
I,
ang
I I
sasabi
love
ko.
watching them too. Yeah.
Israeli exiles who are returning to Jerusalem
Wait
to
lang.
rebuild. In
Right.
Ezra and Nehemiah, players are Israeli exiles who are returning to Jerusalem to rebuild the city.
Oh no.
The game takes place over
Israel.
3 rounds, each
Oh, I know
consisting of
this art.
6 turns and then the Sabbath. On
It's
their turn,
Shem,
a player
right?
will play a card to one of
Yes.
3 slots on their
Okay.
player board. Each card will have banners in the top left, and these will dictate
ng
what
art.
action the player can do that round and the strength of said action. So if the card had 2 blue banners and 1 gray banner, they can do the blue action with the strength of 2 or the gray action with the strength of 1.
Okay.
But as you play more cards to your board, you will get to use the banners on other cards as well. So if I played this card here and I wanted to do the red action, I would use all of the red banners and have a strength of 7. As the game goes on, cards will get placed behind your player aid here and give you permanent banners as well. Note that you only have 3 slots for cards, but you will play 6 cards in a round, so you will have to cover these cards up. Each stack can have a maximum of 2 cards, so at the end of the round you will have 3 stacks of 2 cards, so plan accordingly.
Okay.
Now let's go over the 3 colors of actions. Each action has 2 things that you can do, and you're always
Damn.
allowed to do both if you can afford to.
So
The
pretty.
gray action is how you clear rubble and rebuild the walls of the city. First, you will choose a wall space that you will work on this turn. You may clear the rubble if there's any from that space. Clearing rubble costs gray banners. Black cubes are cinders and cost 1 gray banner to remove. White cubes are stone and brown cubes are wood, and they each cost 2 banners to remove. And gold cubes are gold, and they cost 3 banners to remove. So if I had 4 banners, I could remove this wood and this stone. Rubble you remove goes to your player board. If you clear the last rubble off a space, you will gain the blessings shown in that space. Once all 3 of your blessings have reached a space, you will gain the bonus on top. The other gray action you can do is build a section of wall. This costs the resources shown in that space and the amount of banners. You will then draw 3 wall cards, choosing 1 to place in that space, and you'll gain the benefit shown on the
that's
card.
cute.
And then you will place 1 of the 2 unused cards on top of your wall deck
Damn,
and the
with
other
the
one on the
art.
bottom of your wall deck.
Ganda,
There are
ganda.
also multiple spots for gates, and you can build these gates and take ownership of them as well. If anyone builds next to the gate, they and the owner of the gate will gain the benefit at the top of the gate. The next color banner is red. These have to do with the temple and the altar. At the beginning of this action, you may pay the bread cost and place 1 of your workers in the temple as a Levite. How many Levites you have determines how many resources you can deliver to the temple and the altar. So if I had 3, I can deliver 3 resources. At the temple, you may deliver stone, wood, or gold. Where you place it in the temple will dictate how many banners you will need. Note that you do not have to work from bottom to top, and you will gain the bonus on the right of a row when you place a resource. Placing wood or stone will gain you 1 point, and placing gold gains you 2 points. You may also deliver resources to the altar to move up the altar track. You may pay cinders to move up the altar once, and wood to move up the altar twice. Cinders cost 1 banner, and wood costs 3 banners. As you move up the altar, you will gain the bonuses you cross. At the end of the round, you will gain bonuses or punishments depending on where you are in relation to the profits. The farther right, the better. The last color banner is blue. The 2 actions for blue are teaching the Torah and tenting around the city. To tent around the city, you will use blue banners and move according to this table. Every bonus your tent moves past, you will gain. To teach the Torah, you will need to put out workers as scribes. You may place a scribe on any empty scroll as long as there is a claimed scroll beneath it, though you will need to pay the players whose pieces are below you. The bottom row gives you the Zerubbabel, Ezra, and Nehemiah cards, which give you a bonus and then become permanent banners. The middle 2 rows give you access to special powers like this one that says whenever you build a wall or gate, you get a discount of 1 stone. And the top row will give you endgame scoring. Each row will have a banner and a silver or gold cost to place a scribe there. So those are the main actions, but there's more you can do on your turn. You may always do one of two auxiliary actions. The first auxiliary action is trading with the card you just played. Each card you play has a possible trade at the bottom that you may carry out at any point on your turn. The second auxiliary action is turning over a development tile. These will cost the resources in the top left, and you will gain the bonus on the right and then flip the tile over. The flipped sides will be stronger and they'll be worth endgame points. At any point on your turn, you may also place out workers as traders and elders. These give you immediate bonuses like resources or even extra banners, though they will stay there until the end of the round. Okay, so those are the things that you can do on a turn. Once all players have taken 6 turns, the Sabbath happens. If any players have this Sabbath symbol, they will gain the benefits shown next to it. Then they will place all of their leftover workers as farmers to gain food or laborers to gain some resources.
Okay.
Then players will see the Prophet's Judgment, which is shown on this card. If you are behind the back Prophet, you will usually gain a punishment shown on the left side of the card. If you are in between the Prophets, you will gain the benefit in the middle, and if you are in front of the front Prophet, you will gain the benefit on the right. You will then feed all of your workers 1 food per worker. Note that this does include your workers who are scribes and gatekeepers, but not your Levites, as they're fed by the temple. The last thing that you will do during the Sabbath is tuck one of the 6 cards you played this round behind your player aid. All of your player cards have Sabbath scoring at the top. You will then score all of your tuck cards. Note that tucking a card also gives you more permanent banners for subsequent rounds. Once the Sabbath is finished, you will reset for the next round to continue. At the end of the 3rd round, the game will end and you will move to endgame scoring. At the end of the game, you will convert resources to silver and then score 1 point for every 5 silver. You will gain 2 points for every flip development tile. You will score 3 points if you're the leader on the altar track. You will score points for every one of your walls and claimed gates. You will gain points for the rows that your scribes are in, and then finally score any scrolls you have claimed in the top row. And at the end of all that, the player with the most points will win.
Okay.
It's a lot, pero I like Garfield games.
I do like Garfield games also.
We have a couple of comments.
Yeah.
I've been saying, I would admit bias right now. I'm a sucker for cards. Yes.
Yeah.
Same here. Froy, anything from Garfield games, auto buy. Same.
So 2
And
passes. I place.
grabe, kinonvert yung ano nyo.
Sorry.
Joke lang. Ivan saying, I like the card designs for this one. I'll keep an eye out for this. Yes.
Yeah.
Sige, let's talk about it while I'll look for the official website.
Yeah. It looks. I mean, anything from like Shem Phillips, tapos Garfield games, like art is always nice, plus card use and card use and like interesting things happen to those cards. My ano lang with honestly with Shem and Garfield games is ang dami ng icons ngayon, like in their recent releases, na-overwhelm ako sa icons. It
Yung
might
ano,
be
is it the South Tigris? Ano?
yeah, that one then, and the one before,
Wala.
and even yung mga West Kingdoms na hindi
The expansion, West Kingdom.
what's the first one? Not Architects. Architects is fine. The other two,
Paladins.
yeah,
Paladins
the other two. I
icons.
know. Ang daming may gusto ng games na yan, but ang daming icons, and yeah, I got overwhelmed with that. I think I need to play these to really to know if I like them. Pero this one, like the art is really nice for this one, and also the card layout and ano. But yeah, go ahead. I have one more, I think, unpopular opinion, pero you can go ahead first.
Oh. No, let's do your unpopular opinion first, so that
Yeah, I'll say sure.
I can react violently.
I want to know, like, what is everyone's thoughts on like on a singular board filled with all of everything na.
What
Like
do you mean?
for me,
So many things happening. Kagad.
yeah,
Parang
yeah.
daming ano.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it is, at first glance, it is a lot. Pero what I learned about these types of games, parang mastery of the symbology. Once you get the hang of the symbology, easy peasy na. So parang may ano lang, you just have to get through that hump.
Yeah.
Then Yeah, kasi I share your thoughts in kasi there are a lot of symbols. There's a lot of parang, oh, this is the resource for this. This is this card. This is red, blue, gray, um, flags,
Yeah,
'di ba? So ang
I would
dami.
have. Yeah, I was just thinking if I don't know if it's design wise, it's purposely made like that. But pwede rin kasi they made like three separate boards mismo or three separate. You know that it's separate na may gray flags, blue flags, red flags. I know it's part of the art thing to have the
Ah,
wall around it also, but it's just
yeah,
easier, I guess,
yeah.
for teaching and for playing. That's yeah.
It is a
My
choice
opinion.
kasi
Yeah,
yeah, because they wanted to fit everything inside the walls of
yeah.
Jerusalem, which
Siguro
fit with
fan.
the story.
Yeah, I'm a fan of like if I just or it's just me, my brain when I look at something parang okay, ito lang yung focus ko for this round or maybe I'll look at this other thing. The way Tolkien did it was fine. Kahit madaming symbols 'yun. Because the wheels, yun lang yung tinitignan mo when you were thinking about it and then naka-separate yung temples, you know? Uh But yeah, ang dami kasi just looking at it para ako, wow, ang dami. Tas hindi pa obvious yung separate parts nung thing. So I was thinking baka the pyramid could have been its own thing, pabaliktad tapos the side here. But I get the
Ah,
wall
yeah,
thing.
yeah, pwede naman. Yung reading the Torah part nasa
Yeah.
other section. Pero one thing about Garfield games, small box.
Yeah, yeah.
We try to
I
fit everything in
yeah.
small box. Gorgeous art. Can you just talk about the art? Ang
Yeah,
ganda.
it's gorgeous. Yeah.
And I also like the games that are parang you learn something about, for example, Ezra and Nehemiah, we learn
Yeah.
about Israel, and then
Was
um
yeah.
and hindi siya like they are biblical characters, but it doesn't feel na parang on the nose religious,
Yeah.
right? So
It's
parang
just playing their story without the the forcing the religious thing to you.
yes,
Yeah.
and parang you appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what I like about, like, there are other games like Merv, uh Hadrian's Wall. Well, Hadrian's Wall is also from Garfield Games. Ang ganda. Like, you learn, parang you get to learn about the culture, and you get to travel through space and time.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sige,
Uh,
let's check out
yeah.
comments. We have Kenrick. Parang ayoko na bumili ng games ng Garfield. Lagi ko namang kalaro si Froy. Well,
So I think
well,
Froy is a big fan of Garfield games, no? I
yeah,
remember him like teaching everyone then about like the paladins and yeah,
architects and
architects.
paladins.
Yeah.
And ang good thing about that is you can, like, for example, if you have a established game group, hati kayo. Para hindi naman lagi lahat kay Froy. Or parang,
Yeah.
okay, Froy, ikaw lahat ng Garfield games. Ako lahat ng Simon, ganyan. Para you can get to try other games rin.
Yeah. We
Uh,
also have Ivan here. Sabi niya, the symbols make it a lot more manageable for me. So like I can glance at the board and understand what's going on, but it is hard to teach. Definitely more for experienced player. Yeah, I agree. That's my ano kasi laging when I get games or like see games, my first thought is always, can I teach this to a non-gamer quickly?
yeah.
Yun yung sa akin eh. But may hump din in convincing them to just try this out when they look at the board. Pero kasi minsan just new players looking at the board para oh that's a lot. Tapos mag-tune out na sila when you're trying to teach the game pa lang. That's why I do like games that do have separate parts kasi I can easily tell them, okay, just focus on this. This is the board for blah blah. This is the board for this. This is the board for this. Etong tracker na to, wala lang yan. We do that at the end of the game. Something like that. But yeah, I get why they did this naman to the art. It's really nice. It's really nice as a gamer, like a lot happening dun sa board. And yeah, I guess iniisip ko lang yung teaching part. Yeah.
Yes. Uh, So, with the same topic, Patrick saying, I agree with Dwayne. This type of games requires mastery of memorizing symbols. My main issue lang for this type of game kasi kapag matagal mo na siyang di nalaro, let's say 2 months or more, we tend to forget the symbols. Science of aging. It's not science of aging. It's just that ganun talaga.
I think it's
So,
normal.
yeah, my game group had just had 4-month hiatus, Gloomhaven. Madami ng symbols sa Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Tapos parang kami nakakalimutan na namin, what does this do? What does this do?
Yeah. Yeah.
With that naman, parang just give yourself parang leeway na okay lang magkamali. Okay lang na makalimutan niyo yung mga symbols. You'll just laugh about it. Or parang there are games na parang you made it na parang easier kasi you forgot something. Na parang,
Yeah.
oops, we forgot something. We made the game easier. Or the other way around. Oops, we made the game so much
Made it
harder
harder for everyone. Yeah.
because we forgot something. It's
Inada
fine.
ni Patrick, yeah, art looks good. Might be a play once we tried that at least once. Yeah. I think I
Yes.
have that feeling with a lot of Garfield games. Like, I think I'm gonna like it. I just need to try it to understand all the symbols.
Yeah, it's the initial hump.
Yeah.
Okay. I
But yeah,
think
for
this is
you, Dwayne,
overwhelmed. Huh?
play for
Joke
you.
lang. Play. I'm
Okay.
excited about this game. I like yung idea of you're rebuilding the wall, tas you're getting the resources from the wall,
Yeah.
and
Very
then
interesting.
the parang I like also the cards have like um parang you can combo the cards. Parang okay, I have 7 red symbols so that I can do like an awesome turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sobrang like I really like yung parang biglang one big time combo-y turn. It's
Yeah.
super satisfying.
Ang
And
ganda ng art.
the art is
Ang ganda ng art.
gorgeous.
Yeah. The thick black lines to
Yung
how do you say
medyo
this? I
comic
don't know art
booky
stuff.
siya. Yeah.
It's nice. Really nice. Anyway, I think that's gonna be our last game for tonight. If you guys enjoyed the stream, let us know. I did like our discussions, no?
Oh yeah, definitely.
With Ivan, thank you for coming in. Also, Patrick, thank you for sharing your thoughts on Kendrick and Froy, and everyone who passed by. But just to recap, play for tonight is Apiary, Dune Imperium Uprising, Ezra and Nehemiah, and the White Castle.
Pass is Nucleum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, it doesn't mean if it's a pass, it's a bad game. It doesn't mean if it's a play, it's a good game. It's just our thoughts on the stream
First
shared with
impression.
you guys. Yep.
Yes.
So
And we can continue talking about these games here in GL community. Yeah, so
yeah.
you can use this poll, comment kayo sa baba. We have a lot of games na hindi pa natin nadaanan like Evacuation, Sky Team. Hindi natin nadaanan. Forest Shuffle, Redwood, Nocturne. Nocturne. I heard about this game. Cascadero,
Yeah.
Cascadito. What's this?
Ooh, I
And
think I
Rats
saw
of
that.
Wistar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one good thing about yung GL community. If you're not yet a member of this, join. It's super fun. People are very, very nice. And yeah, so for example, may mga invites for game nights. You can post anything and everything. Ayan, ang dami. Ay,
Yeah.
that's me. So
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we can continue talking about the games that we're not able to discuss in the stream here in GL
Yeah.
community.
I'll be posting the player pass photo in GL community. If you guys want to share your thoughts there, please let us know your thoughts there. Yan. Sabi ni Ivan, looking forward to trying out Apiary. Ooh. 1 month, I think you'd be able to.
Late November
Yeah,
tayo.
1 month. But it looks good. Yeah.
And lastly, we are going to have Zombicide Halloween Party at All Aboard
Ooh.
EXPO SM North and Uptown BGC. This is this Saturday. You can play Zombicide, Marvel Zombies, and a lot of other horror-themed games. Syempre horror-themed kasi it's the spooky season. Dress up as a zombie yourself and get 1 hour voucher.
Nice.
Dali lang mag-dress up as a zombie kasi kailangan mo lang magpuyat. zombie ka na kaagad. Best costume will get a prize. I know there are a lot of people who likes dressing up in costume, so this is your chance. Especially if you want to dress up as your favorite Marvel zombie character. Hint, hint. Yun yung mga be as creative as you want, be as funny and witty as you want, and
Yeah.
you can get an awesome prize. Yeah.
Yep.
It is again this Saturday, All Aboard XP in SM North and Uptown and BGC.
Awesome.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed our stream. If you guys want to continue the discussion, join us on GL Community, and we'll have more streams every Monday, 8 p.m. same time as today. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Sabi ni Robert, I'll trust your opinion on what game I'll play next. Ooh, Robert, you should try.
Unmatched again.
No,
Joke.
no, you. He second place in Unmatched.
I know.
I
Kaya,
know. I know
I
you were
want to play
interested in
Unmatched
Catan.
against. Huh?
Yeah, I know Robert was interested in Catan and Cascadia because of all the tournaments. You should try them. They're really good games. Catan, especially if you wanna try a negotiation game. Yeah. But yeah, if you wanna play with us or you wanna learn about games and more of that, join us in the Halloween parties. Sa Saturday, and maybe we can discuss more there, or join us in GL community and pwede naman tayo dun mag-usap-usap. But thank you for joining us
Yes.
tonight. That's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.